What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Spyro Let's Play. That's right, I'm still doing these things, still doing it, part 4 here. And yeah, let's get going. You know what I mean? Let's just get going. And if you guys couldn't tell based on the description of this video, I want to talk about Valentine's Day today. Because that recently happened. You know? I'm not going to say when I was recording this, because I don't want everybody to think that I'm lazy. And that I didn't just record on the day of. You know what I mean? That would be the smart thing. Or to record beforehand, before Valentine's Day actually happened. I don't know why I just said that I didn't want to reveal it when I basically just did. It is indeed a Sunday. I've been working my butt off this weekend doing a bunch of weird projects for school. And I just never got around to doing this Let's Play. So I'm doing this on Sunday, 2 days after Valentine's Day actually happened. And how do I get this dude? Okay, where'd he go? Alright, he's gone then. Ladies and gentlemen, I beat the hurricane guy. I believe that's what just happened. Maybe. Perhaps. I hate these guys. Anyway. So yeah, I just figured it was timely enough to talk about Valentine's Day. You know what I mean? A holiday that it's a polarizing one. I think that's the fair thing to say, right? It's a polarizing holiday. Not a lot of people like Valentine's Day. But there's also a lot of people who really enjoy it. And by my approximation, the people who tend to hate it tend to be single, and the people who tend to love it tend to be in a relationship. Now, did I just rescue Altair from Assassin's Creed? Oh my god, I think that was the name that I just saw. That's pretty sick. But anyway. And personally, I think that Valentine's Day is I don't even know how to put this. I think that it's overrated on both sides. I think that it is a fine holiday. I think it's fine. I think that it gets I think people have exaggerated their hatred for it. I've just been around enough people who complain about Valentine's Day so much that's just a little bit ridiculous. And I'm going to explain why. So first of all, I can barely even see. It's so dark, and the sun is going through my freaking window right now, so it's hard for me to see. Okay, I went through there already. Okay, we're good. And Valentine's Day is, like I said, it's people who are single tend to, in my experience, of course, they tend to rip it and say how awful the holiday is and all these things. Not always people who are single, but that's just the tendency I've found. That's the pattern, if you will, that I've found that exists here with Valentine's Day. Now, and then people who are in a relationship, they tend to post pictures and say Happy Valentine's Day to a significant other and yada 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 and blah blah blah. And that's all well and good. I think my thing that happens with Valentine's Day is, yes, it's very much like a Hallmark holiday. It feels like a very produced company type of holiday, you know what I mean, that was produced for profit and all that stuff, and there's no real mega incentive to celebrate it, no real major history. I know there's Saint Valentine or whatever his name is that had the whole thing about him. That's what it's named after. But also, I think that it gets a little bit too much hate from those people, because bottom line is, like, it's not that big of a deal. Like, I think it's okay if we have a holiday that kind of, you know, emphasizes, you know, paying a little bit of attention to your loved one. And I understand a lot of other people counter by saying, am I done already? Oh my gosh, did I 100% this level? Sweet. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I guess that was a boss level. Was that tornado thing like the boss? Because that was abnormally easy. I should say abnormally easy, but it was just a lot easier than the other ones. It's like I didn't even realize it was a boss level. And anyway, and I think that it's important to share your love for your significant other. You know what I mean? I think that's important. And I think, like I said, the counter is that you should be doing that every day, and you shouldn't have a holiday that is focused on that when that should be every day. And bottom line is, like, yeah, but also, guys, like, I think people who say that, I used to say the same thing, but also, let's just be honest, we're all not very good at being kind of grateful for certain things every day. You know what I mean? We all don't take advantage of every day. So we shouldn't act like it's so easy to do that with relationships and whatnot. You know what I mean? It's not that easy to just be like, oh, care about something every day. Some days we just don't care about things. That just kind of happens. And have I been here before? Hold on. Wizard Peak. Let me see if I've been here before real quick. Wizard Peak. No, I have not. So we're gonna go visit this world real quick. But first, let me open this thing, and then I think I can enter the next world. Whatever. I don't know how many worlds in this game there are. Like I said, it's been so long since I played this game. I just barely remember anything about it. But yeah, like I was saying, people act like it's so easy to just be like, yeah, be grateful for your significant other every day. Like, yeah, that's important. That really is important. And I think that it is possible to care about your significant other every day. Don't get me wrong. It's very much possible if you put the effort into it. But also, there are some days when we tell ourselves, hey, I'm going to get so much work done today. And when you objectively look at it, you're like, well, that should be every day. Well, guess what? Some days we kind of don't feel like it. It's kind of hard to do that. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that you should take that attitude and be like, well, I don't feel like paying attention to my significant other, but that's just kind of the bottom line is sometimes you have a bad day. And I think it's okay to have a bad day. There's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with saying, I'm just really tired today, and sorry if I couldn't show my same affection for you as usual. You know what I mean? I don't think that there's anything wrong with that. The other thing about Valentine's Day, as I murder these orcs and witches and wizards all around me and steal their money, guys, the subcontext of this game is really quite dark. You know, you're a dragon running around just murdering people for their money. It's essentially what's going on here. I mean, look at this. Things are getting a little bit crazy now. I like that. I need a challenge. When you guys saw, I have literally like 20 lives. So, that's my approach to it. I think that people need to relax with that. Haha, Jarvis. Shout out Vision, who got murked in Avengers Infinity War. Oh my gosh. Oh, he's green too. That kind of fits. Looks like the Green Goblin, actually. Saw he had a little holster there. I feel like he had a little holster full of... Maybe he had the pumpkin bombs in there? I don't know. Crossover with Spider-Man and Spyro the Dragon? Who knows? But yeah, I think that that's one of my issues is I see a lot of people complaining about Valentine's Day when it comes to that. And I'm like, yeah, I get it. Another thing with Valentine's Day is when it comes to the people who are single, in my opinion, who tend to not like the holiday a lot and tend to, you know, kind of attack it and say how awful it is. It also feels like when people do that it's like they say National Single Awareness Day is another term that people associate with Valentine's Day, the date. You know what I mean? And I get it. But also, when people do that, it feels like a giant call for help. And I don't want to, like, mock people and say, like, haha, like, stop feeling bad, like, if you're not in a relationship, get over it. Like, I get it, like, it can be really rough. As someone who personally has never been in a relationship before, let alone kissed a girl before, I understand that. I understand that loneliness, and it sucks. You know what I mean? It really does suck. And I'm not going to pull the thing where it's like, hey, get over it. Like, everybody's different, you know what I mean? Everybody's different when it comes to this thing. And some people really, really care about this stuff, and they're like, hey, I want to be in a relationship, or I want to do this, or I want to do whatever, you know, whatever your thing is. But also, I think that when people complain about Valentine's Day so much, just when I see it on social media, and when I see, like, all these things, and Single Awareness Day, and all this stuff, I keep getting this feeling that people are kind of sending out a bat signal for a call for help. And saying, man, I'm single. Like, this is the worst. And it's like, hey, I get it, man. Like, okay, whoa, wait, no. I was trying to kill that one chest on the side. I don't say, not kill it, but trying to break it open. That was not what I anticipated or wanted. Anyway, but the people who are it feels like a radar, and them trying to be like, remind people that they're single. They're single, I should say, not signal. That's just my personal opinion. Like I said, maybe it's people who really just hate Valentine's Day and they're not desperate or anything like that. And they're just trying to be funny and they're trying to hate on the holiday. Like, that's cool. I get it. Like, there's a lot of holidays that get hated on. Even Thanksgiving gets crap sometimes. Although, albeit for some somewhat justifiable reasons. I think that Thanksgiving gets crapped on sometimes because of some of its history. Can I make this? No way, right? Can I? Let me see. Oh, that's what I gotta do. I gotta go all the way back here and then make a super jump. Yeah, that's what I gotta do. Ready? All right, here we go. Vroom. Vroom. Woohoo! All right. See, that, ladies and gentlemen, is called being smart. Saw what I did there? I did one of them smart things. All right. Can't make it back there. So I assume I have to go fly down there. Right? I think so. And we are good. Alright. So that's just my opinion. You know what I mean? I feel like people have to like relax with all that. Oops. Let me kill this guy real quick. Run around and murder you. And now get you. Ha! You didn't even start running yet, idiot. Yeah, I wonder what happens when you get all these eggs. Oh god, yeah, I got scared there. But yeah, wait, did I go this way yet? I forgot. Let me just check. Okay, no, I didn't. Okay, this looks like you have to take some type of... Oh, I bet you have to take a turn in there. Alright, let's do it. I bet I have to I have to change direction and then fly through there, I bet. Alright, let's try it. Here we go! Alright, yep, we're good. Wherever we're going. Ooh! So that's one thing. What was I saying again? It's really hard for me to like keep track of what I was saying when I'm just coming into a video with a topic to say. Oh, look at me being all sneaky. Let me murder a sheep real quick. I've noticed that they're giving less and less lives. That's cool. So the game's actually getting a little bit challenging now. On part 4, the game is actually becoming a little bit more challenging. That's good news. But like I was saying, I think that, you know, like I said, I don't want to judge people, and I get it. Like, being single like, sucks for some people, and they really want to be in a relationship. But like I said, it feels like a lot of people are just asking for attention and trying to do this, and they're sending out the signal of them being single. The signal of them being single. God, say that 5 times fast. Signal of them being single. Single of them being... that's a little tongue twister for you, for anybody who's even watching this. And then, what's it called? I also think that just... in general, like I was saying before, like I think Valentine's Day is important in its own right. You know, hopefully I don't get killed here. All right, yeah, that would have been bad. Like it's important. And did I already beat this level? Wow, ladies and gentlemen, we are killing it so far. I rescued Lucas. Shout out Lucas Miller if you're watching this. Old friend of mine from the childhood days. What is that? A precursor orb on his head? What the hell? What the hell? That's kind of funny. I like that. Alright, yeah, let's just leave. And I think that that's one of my things about it, is that people keep complaining. And I used to complain all the time about Valentine's Day. And I used to use the same comments, like, it's a Hallmark holiday, it's this manufactured bullshit, and it sucks, and this and that. But then, now that I'm older, and I'm not, and again, it sounds like I'm being a snob and I'm being condescending, but now that I'm older, I'm like kind of tired of that. It feels like people got obsessed with the bit of making fun of Valentine's Day and saying how awful it is. Let me just go get to the next level real quick before I continue speaking. Blowhard. What a freaking level, man. God damn. Murder, murder. Murder, murder. Get your life back. Alright, cool. Thank you, Spyro, for coming somewhere for dragging. Hop aboard for the Beastmaker's world if you're ready. Beastmakers? Artisans, Beastmakers. Let's go. Beastmakers. I love it. Sounds fun. And that's my thing, is like, I kind of got tired of the bit. I kind of got tired of making fun of Valentine's Day. You know what I mean? We don't have to keep doing this. It's okay. You know what I mean? And also, let's like kind of talk about the other side of things, which is the people who kind of obnoxiously show off that they're in a relationship on Valentine's Day. Now, I don't think this is as much the case as it used to be. I know a lot of people who are in relationships that post things for Valentine's Day, and I really think that they're like, or post things, or they talk about it, and they talk about their boyfriend or girlfriend or whatever. And it sounds obnoxious, but like, then again, like, they are just celebrating the holiday out there, you know what I mean? And I don't want to hate on people for that. Not necessarily, ooh, we're in a swamp. Speaking of Jack and Daxter, with the precursor orb, oh man, you might have something here. Alright, let me just kill these things. Okay, whoa. What's that guy? Oh, I see. They can light up whatever thing that they're on. Okay, interesting. First, let me just explore everything. I definitely am going to try and get the Platinum Trophy in this game. Definitely going to aim for that. But anyway. And I think that people who post all the time, like, I don't think they're nearly as obnoxious as the people who, the aforementioned haters of Valentine's Day are. I think that those people are infinitely worse. Like, that would be my one takeaway from this video of my opinion on Valentine's Day. People who complain about it, I think, are worse than the people who post about it and show off that they're in a relationship. You know what I mean? That's just my take. You know what I mean? I don't know for sure about that, but Because, hey, who knows? Maybe I'll meet some more people in my life that'll be posting 27 instas, on the same day. That's also possible. Who did I just rescue? I forgot the name. Ooh, look at this guy. This guy fucks. Does he have BDE? No. He doesn't have BDE. The guy with BDE was the one with the precursor orb, the orange one over his head. I think that guy has BDE. But anyway, what is this? Terrace Village? Interesting title. Let me, wow, this is beautiful, man. Seriously, though, like, this is a gorgeous level. Like, gorgeous. I mean, look at this. Just this swamp feeling. It feels really extensive. It feels like I could go out there. I really like this. This is awesome. I love swamp levels are underrated environments, I think, in video games. When done well, swamps are really underrated. Because they can have the allure of, like, this magic, but also be kind of disgusting and foul and have demons lurking in them. I don't know. That's a random tangent that I think swamps are pretty sick. But yeah. And as I was saying with people who post a lot, yeah, like, it can be rough. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, sometimes, but I think a lot of that stems from a little bit of jealousy where people are like, I kind of wish I was in that relationship. Now, sometimes people are just obnoxious as hell about it, and they're insufferable, and they're really trying to show off that their boyfriend or girlfriend is with them, and I don't, that can be annoying too. But that's my thing, is I think Valentine's Day is fine. I think Valentine's Day is a perfectly fine holiday. I understand why people don't like it. I just think that people aren't being honest with themselves about why they don't like it. You know what I mean? I think that if you don't like Valentine's Day, most of the time, this isn't, I know some people who are in relationships that loathe Valentine's Day. I think that sometimes people should just admit, like, hey, maybe they're just kind of lonely and they don't like being reminded of the fact that they're not in a relationship. You know what I mean? That used to be for me. Now, these days, I'll get into that a little bit later, actually, but that's just my take. I think that most people are just a little bit sad that they're not in a relationship, which is fine. I just think that people should be more honest about that. And the way I look at Valentine's Day, I actually kind of like the holiday now. One, because I've kind of realized that lately, every year, my mom always gets chocolate for me. Like, every year. And I usually would always come as a surprise because I'd be thinking of Valentine's Day and be only thinking about how I'm not in a relationship and then I never have been. And again, this isn't a cry for help. I'm not trying to make it sound like that. But it's like, that would be my thing. And my mom, that would be the surprise. I'd be like, oh, cool, my mom got me candy, though. She got me chocolate. Like, she always does that. And it's a really nice thing that she does. And the same thing happened this year. When I got back from school on Thursday, my mom got me a bunch of chocolate. And I think we watched an episode of The West Wing together, which is a super cool show that I talked about on my radio show. And you guys want to hear that discussion I talked about with my mom on air. You can see it on my channel if you scroll. I think it was the last one that I did. Maybe? Was it the last one? Yeah, it was the last one I did. It was, forgot the title of the video, but it's the last episode of The Dash. But anyway. And I think so I kind of don't mind it. I also, and just to be perfectly honest, I enjoy seeing my friends that I know, like, happy. You know what I mean? I actually found out a friend of mine this past Valentine's Day was in a relationship. He'd been, like, keeping it low-key. And I, like, found out about it. You know what I mean? Like, he told me that day. So that was kind of cool. And yeah, like, just in general, I like seeing my friends happy. You know what I mean? I think that if you don't be cynical as much about Valentine's Day, like, I think you can actually find some enjoyment with it. You know what I mean? Yes, is it manufactured? Absolutely. But also, like, I think it's really cool to see your friends, like, in relationships and being happy. Assuming they're happy that they're in one. You know what I mean? I think that's kind of cool. And just seeing that. I know some people that got engaged, like, not on Valentine's Day, but have been, and I know people who have been in a relationship for a long time, and they're really happy about it, and all that stuff. And I just like that, and it makes me personally happy. So, for that, I like Valentine's Day. I don't think it's that bad. I'm usually indifferent to it, but I'm starting to just think it's kind of okay. I think it's okay for all of us to be honest that, one of the reasons we hate it is because it reminds us of the fact that we're single, if we are single, and because it's manufactured. But I also think that people need to be a little bit more honest, man. Like, come on. It's not that bad. It's just a day. And you know what? Go get yourself some chocolate. Embrace the fact that you're not in a relationship. I know it sounds easier said than done, but, it's hard. And, I mentioned this about myself before. Like, I've never been in a relationship before, ever. I'm attracted to women, for the record. I don't think people would get mad. And I think it's kind of dumb when people get mad sometimes that when someone's talking and they say girlfriend or they have no, you know what I mean? Like they immediately assume that you're kind of like bash on the fact that some people are homosexual or whatever. Like I don't think people are. I think people need to relax sometimes with that. But you know, me personally, I'm attracted to girls, and I've never been in a relationship before. I've never been even close to one. I think the closest I've been to being in a relationship was like, or having a girlfriend was like, I'm gonna say, let me think. I don't know. Like years ago, maybe in high school, and it wasn't even like like close to a girlfriend relationship. It was just the closest I'd ever been with a girl on a more personal level. That was like maybe my junior year, I think, of high school, or it was 1 year during summer camp when I was in middle school. I don't know. I don't feel like getting into all that. You know, like so in general, I have not had good luck, and I'm not trying to act like, you know, because I think people like to complain a lot when it comes to these things. I think maybe I saw a LeBron James thing that was going around on Twitter that was like it showed the video of him saying, you know, I'm garbage, and then the caption was like, why don't you have a Valentine? And I just thought that was really funny. I know that doesn't make sense for anybody who's not on Twitter, but whatever. Like I said, I've never been in a relationship, and you know, I want to be in one. I was talking to my friend the other day who was like, you should probably attempt going on a date before you graduate college. I've never been on a date before, and I've never kissed a girl before, nothing like that. Not even like those fake like middle school kisses, nothing like that. And I'm not trying to make this sound like a cry for help, by the way. I'm really not. I'm just trying to like be confident and be like, hey, like I think it'll come. I think eventually, like I'll have someone who's crazy enough to think that I'm interesting. That I'm interesting enough to date. Like I know that'll probably happen, right? I mean, everybody makes mistakes. You know what I mean? Like we all make mistakes every now and then. You know what I'm saying? Like we all mess up. So eventually, some girl is gonna mess up and think that I'm actually worth a damn. You know what I mean? That's what I think is gonna happen. I think that's a good thing. I'm looking forward to it. You know what I mean? Of course, guys, I'm kidding. But I think that, you know, for me, I used to be like miserable every Valentine's Day, and now I'm not. And that would be my advice, actually, is, you know, I've struggled throughout my whole life with, obviously, as I've attested to just now, with kind of understanding love and understanding how it works. I really don't. I've never really had that. I've had it from my parents and stuff like that, but I've never had it with someone else. You know what I mean? I've just never understood that dynamic. You know what I mean? I don't know if I was in a relationship I would understand it. Maybe I'd be scared. I don't know. Like maybe I just wouldn't get it. Maybe I would be a bad boyfriend. I don't know. I think I might be a bad boyfriend, actually, because I don't really understand how that works. You know what I mean? And I think that's kind of a result and an effect with just my family's history of kind of, not to get too personal here, but just we're not the best at showing our affection for each other sometimes. You know what I mean? Whether it just be a simple hug or kisses or whatever it is. Like, sometimes we're not very good at that. And maybe that's kind of one of the things that happened. I'm already done with this level, so boom, booyah. I think we're going to do, like, maybe one more level. Because last week's video was really long. And also, I have a lot of work to do. So I'm going to try and just bang this thing out. But that's my thing, is maybe, yeah, I don't know if I'd be a great boyfriend, but whatever. But yeah, my friend was telling me, like you should probably try going on a date. So as of this video, I want to say, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to try and do that, I think. But, like, I don't know how this works. You know what I mean? I'm not even, like, I don't know how that works. How do you ask somebody out on a date? How do you, like, I just don't understand how you do any of these things. You know what I mean? And part of me is thinking maybe I should approach it the same way I did this Let's Play series, which was just completely ill-advised, and I didn't think it through. At least, not think it through totally, and I just decided, why not? Let's just try. Maybe that's how I should approach it. Look at these wild boar things. God damn. Things are kind of scary. They're way too big. I'm kind of happy that I'm murdering them. That was a little dark, but, you know. Cletus. That's not a name that at all people will think of in a bad way. Oh, look at this. Oh, this guy has BDE. This guy clearly has BDE. Like, without a doubt. I think that's going to be the new bit. That's going to be the new bit. Every time I rescue a dragon, I'm going to say whether or not they have BDE. For those who don't know what BDE is, just, you're good for you because it probably means you're not on the internet a lot, and that's probably good for you. But if you do... Ooh, what's down there? Okay, we got some gems around here. Oh, God, hello. Damn. I'm really getting murdered out here. Jesus. We got any health around here? Let's see, because it's just me now. Nope, doesn't look like any health. So do I go here or do I go enter there? I think we go here. This is the first thing I saw. Misty Bog. This will be the last level, guys, I think, and then we're going to wind down. But, that's my thing is... What was I talking about? Let me think. I don't know. Forgot what I was talking about. But anyway, just to try and segue out of that, Valentine's Day is it reminds me of my singleness. And like I said, this is not a cry for help. I don't want to make it sound like that. I really think that in general, this Valentine's Day, I actually started thinking about it a lot. You know what I mean? And I actually just got really like existential about it, where I was like, you know what? Oof, look at this guy lurking in the back. Poor guy. He was probably really thought he had the best hiding spot, and I just freaking ran around and accidentally ran into him. Okay, whoa! What the hell is this thing? Ew! These things are gross. Oh my god, this is terrifying. I wonder what this looked like on the PlayStation. Without the updated graphics, that probably looked horrifying. Holy Jesus. That is scary. It's like the tree lump, those tree things from the second Harry Potter. Like, that's what those things look like. Oh my god. Either that or a shit with a tree on its head and eyeballs. Whee! Get that extra life, though. Okay. Go over here. Okay, yeah, these are bad guys. Yeah, the game is definitely just getting a little bit more hard. Ow! Not a little more hard, a little harder. That came out a little bit wrong. But, yeah, like, I really think that my approach to Valentine's Day is I enjoy the holiday now. And I think it has nothing to do with myself. You know what I mean? I'm trying not to be selfish about it. I'm trying to say, you know what? I like seeing people that I like happy. You know what I mean? And I think that would be my advice for people if you're struggling, if you're going to bed thinking, which I have many times before, thinking, man, I suck. Girls don't like me. I'm such a nerd. Those things are still true, do not get me wrong. Make no mistake, I am very much a loser in a lot of ways. It's pretty sad that I've never kissed a girl or been in a relationship before. That's kind of insane, and I have no idea when that's going to happen. If it happens during the course of this Let's Play, I'll let you guys know. If it does, just because why not? Just embarrass myself as much as possible. Anything for the bit. This guy? Let me see. Yeah, he's got BDE. His attitude. He looked like he was the type of dude that was going to be really, like, evil looking, but no, he's got BDE for sure. That guy looks like he's, like, just the swamp people from Avatar: The Last Airbender. Like, just looks like he's here for the good times, you know? These guys clearly not here for the good times. But yeah, that's my approach, and I recommend it for people, like, if you're suffering out there and Valentine's Day reminds you of your failures in the dating world or courtship, whatever term you want to use to describe it. Okay, I thought that lily pad would save me. I guess not. Then that's what I would say. Try and think of it as a day to maybe you don't spend too much time on social media because you might make yourself feel bad. But I'd recommend, like, hey, just remember that someone's happy, you know? And if they're your friends, it's even better. You know what I mean? I saw plenty of my friends that are in relationships and are super happy. And I like seeing that. It genuinely... Not trying to kiss up to people or pretend that I'm a good guy and all that stuff. Like, it genuinely makes me happy to see. You know what I mean? Shout out to all the homies. You know what I mean? Shout out to all of my homies that are looking for relationships, too. You'll get there. If I think I can get there, if me, the most worthless sack of garbage out there, you know what I mean? If I'm confident that eventually some girl's gonna mess up and think that I'm worth dating, then someone will probably do the same for you. And I just lost all my health. Damn. This game really is actually getting a little bit more challenging now. If I didn't have 7,000 lives, I'd actually be a little bit more attentive and scared that I was going to die. Oh, that was scary. Alright, gotta murder these guys first. Oh, sir! That did not work. Okay, I'm dead. Yeah, this game's actually become a little bit challenging now. I like that. I like a challenge. But yeah, that's what I would say for people, man. Where did I get this confidence from? Nowhere. I don't really know where I got it from. Like, I'm really convinced that, like, it's going to be a long time before I have my first success. I don't even want to call it that, but that's the best word I could come up with for it. Like, I don't even want to call it that. But what is this arrow? What the hell? That's a little scary. I don't want to go in there. What, are you gonna sell me drugs down there? Jesus. Let me go back over here. Okay, can't make it there. Ow. I want to go back over there. Oh. Okay. No. Ow! You little shit. Damn it. I need health. Give me some health. Alright. We gotta make sure we don't get hit by these things right here. Damn! I didn't think that they would attack me before I got there. Damn. Alright. Let's go up here. But yeah, guys, like, seriously, you'll be alright. You know what I mean? Don't worry. In the famous words of, I remember at a party sometimes, and I've been saying this quote for years. This one kid at a party I was at, where this one girl was crying, because when people are drunk, they do this thing where they sometimes bring up other things to make themselves sad, and they just get emotional about things, which is fine. I'm not trying to hate. You know, shit happens. Started thinking about, like, her boyfriend that dumped her, like, last week, and she was, like, crying, and I went outside with a friend of mine and this other kid, and then I remember them saying, like, hey, look, she's crying, like, say something to her. And then he just looked, he stared straight, he's like, you gonna be alright. And I just thought it was hilarious, and it's the funniest thing I've ever heard in my life. He just paused for a second, you gonna be alright. Like, he just totally, like, out of the moment, he was probably just completely hammered. It was just really funny. Full transparency, I am 21 years old. I'm 22 now. I can drink alcohol. Don't worry, guys. I'm not trying to out myself. That'd be bad. I don't want to do that. Oh, crap. How do I get back? Do I go around this way? Do I fly back that way? Probably, right? Make it. Yeah, we're good. But yeah, that's my take. I think that'd be my approach, man. Don't worry. There's someone out there for you. People stupider than me, probably, have been in relationships. You know what I mean? You can do it. I honestly, genuinely believe that you can. If not, I don't know what else there is to say. I guess you're shit out of luck, pal. No, I'm excited, man. I wonder what it's like being in a relationship. It's probably super fun, like, at points. It's probably got its peaks and values. What's the word? Peaks and valleys. There we go. But I'm excited for it. Let me just beat this level, because I've officially run out of things to talk about when it comes to Valentine's Day. I mean, Jesus. Got the Oscars coming up. That's what I think I might do. Maybe, because I've tried to make this thing as much a diary of, like, non-entertainment related things as I can. And I'm already going to be talking about the Oscars tomorrow. As of this recording, it'll be tomorrow. God, how do I... Oh! I'm stupid. You just go back here and then you... I am not smart. Like I said, guys, if I ever have a girlfriend, it's gonna be a fucking miracle. I mean, look at this. I'm playing Spyro, talking to myself in my room on a Sunday. Like, it's just... You just can't get any worse, you know? But yeah, this game officially has gotten a little bit difficult. In a good way, like, it's a challenge. It's not becoming annoying. You know? It's a good thing. Okay. Woo! I keep thinking, is that water? That gonna hurt me? No, we're good. Okay. I thought it was like a water pool puddle that I couldn't go into. But yeah, excited for the Oscars, man. I'm rooting for Black Panther and Stars Born. I'm okay if Roma wins, which is probably the favorite and probably what is gonna happen, but also it feels safe and... I don't know. It's just You know? It's just It's alright, I'm alright with it. It's just, I enjoyed the movie, it's just, I'm not really all that, I don't know. I just feel like movies that win Best Picture shouldn't, the parameters for what determines what wins shouldn't just be boiled down to, oh, this is going to be taught in middle school, which is essentially what I think, or not middle school, film school. I mean, like, it's shot very well. I think that Stars Born, Black Panther, and Roma, like, each of them are worthy. I just think that movies like Roma tend to win more in the Oscars, you know what I mean? And I also think that people are going to realize in a few years, oh my god, like, we all love A Star Is Born. It's really well directed. It's also really popular. A lot of stars are in it. And a lot of people saw it. And that's the movie that kind of captured the heart of the nation. Speaking of hearts, you know what I mean, in Valentine's Day. That's just my take, you know. Some people will disagree. I'm not saying that it was my favorite out of the bunch. I think my favorite out of the Best Picture bunch would be Black Panther. But I do think that it'd be fun if stars, because this happens every year where the best picture is the movie that nobody actually talks about anymore. You know, you have Dances with Wolves winning over Goodfellas, Driving Miss Daisy over Do the Right Thing, and stuff like that. You know what I mean? That they're usually good movies, it's just they're not memorable the same way. It feels like we always get this wrong. And Bradley Cooper not being nominated for Best Director is an absolute travesty, by the way. That doesn't make any sense. There's so many small things that are done in that movie that are just absolutely brilliant. Oh, damn, I keep forgetting. Ah, God, I see. This game's becoming like... I died again. Damn it. I'm artificially extending the time of this episode, this video, because I keep dying. Because I'm an idiot trying to talk at the same time. Oh, God, I'm a mess. Jesus. Ladies and gentlemen. Only 35 minutes, though. And then again, nobody actually watches these, so... Who knows? I could say, like, my social security number probably on here, and nobody would see it. No, I'm just kidding. People might see that. I'm not going to take a chance with that. But it's just like, you know, I can out myself. I can be like, hey, I've never kissed a girl before. People probably won't even watch this, so I won't be embarrassed for saying that. That's kind of the benefit of not, like, having friends, I think, is that you can say whatever you want on the internet, and people won't really make fun of you the next day. Or at least I hope they don't. Oh, my God. What a mess. This is a mess. This is a mess. But I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying the experience of doing a Let's Play, which is a thing that I always thought was super cool growing up. During the dark times, you know what I mean? Speaking of Valentine's Day, again, when I'd be sad and, oh, man, I want a girlfriend and all these things. I just want girls to like me. I'm too fat and I'm too this and that. I'm freaking ugly as shit or whatever I'd be saying to myself. I think I'm, like, average, actually. Maybe slightly above average. I'm going to give myself, like, a 6. I don't think I'm that bad looking on my best day. On my best day, though. On other days, I look like a sack of shit. Like, don't get me wrong. This guy definitely doesn't have BDE. Definitely not. This guy looks like the Rob Gronkowski of the Dragons. We are dragons after all, indeed, ladies and gentlemen. And I hope the rest of you, because now that we're coming to an end here, I hope the rest of you find your dragon energy and find that special someone. And if you're thinking about it and you're thinking, hey, I'm scared and all these things, I say don't be like me. Try not to be like me. I can't say that, like, confidently because I'm always super timid, and I had a girl that I liked over the break, you know what I mean, that I didn't say anything about, although I'm semi-convinced that I did say something about it. I don't know. But, you know, and I didn't say anything. I felt like, I kind of regret that. Maybe I should have just said, screw it. I'm a senior in college, and I've never had a girlfriend. I've never even attempted. I mean, I've semi-attempted to ask a girl out before. Like, twice. Usually what ends up happening is, like, it gets leaked. That I like the person, it gets leaked. Like, it's like a bit of movie news or a video game release. That, like, I like a person. And then that's usually what happens. You know what I mean? And then we talk about it, and then they're like, yeah, I'm not interested. Or it's, like, leaked to me that they're not interested. I've never really, like, asked anybody out on a date. And I think that's going to be my resolution for this year. I'm going to try and ask somebody out on a date. You know? I think that'd be cool. But yeah, let's stop it right here at the next level. Guys, you've been watching my Let's Play. Like I said, if you're sad about Valentine's Day or you're getting upset, don't worry. You know, there's someone out there for you. I think. And if not, then I think don't hate on it too much. Get the chocolates. There's always nice, cool little chocolate deals. They always display those prominently. Go get some chocolate for yourself. You know what I mean? It's kind of like a treat yourself day. You know what I mean? Look at it that way. And if not, then just try and take solace in the fact that maybe your friends are happy. You know what I mean? With their loved ones. You know what I mean? Or maybe your family. Be close with your family. Find ways to make Valentine's Day cool. Instead of just looking at it as it's either 0 or 100, boom or bust. If I don't have a girlfriend or boyfriend, then it sucks. Don't look at it that way. You know what I mean? Take it from me, as someone who's never been in a relationship. If I can be a little bit, if I can have that, I think that people can feel the same. But yeah, guys, stay tuned next week. We're going to continue this Let's Play. You know? This absolute abomination of a Let's Play that we've had here. But yeah, looking forward to next week, guys. Happy Valentine's Day. Happy Sunday. Happy. Just be happy. Try to be happy. I don't want to say that nonchalantly. It's hard to be happy sometimes. But yeah, this is a really long outro. As you can see, I'm really not good at this. But yeah, stay tuned, guys. Stay dope.